Hello everybody all over the world. I mean, hello everybody all over the world. I mean, yes, best start ever. But a little late, but doesn't matter. We're here. We're ready to look at HiGPS 167 Cleaner's Carbine. Was suggested last week. This weapon is kind of like the shortstop for the scout, except it's for the sniper, and it doesn't really make any sense whatsoever. It's kind of one of those weapons that are not particularly good, really, because you have the Girardi, which does similar stuff. But slight demonstration. Here we go. Here's the item. Cleaner Carbine. Minus 20% clip size, 35% slower firing speed, and slowing fire speed means lower damage per second. So, at far away, I think it does 11 damage, similar to, well, exactly the same as the SMG, so 4 for far away, I guess. And then 12 up close. And if you kill somebody with it, you get mini crits. And you can kill people with it. Also, it applies to the rifle. Does not appear to do anything with headshots, but body shots is like they're covered in Girardi. And that means if you use the Bushwhacker, which is this one, you can actually do this and whack. And that's pretty much as far as his weapon goes. So here's my problem with the weapon. Before, it gave you 3 seconds of crits, which was a lot better than what we have now. Because I did some numbers, and I don't think Valve did the numbers themselves. They just nerfed it and were like, well, if you kind of make it like, if you kill somebody with it, you have Girardi on all your weapons, except it's just you, it's not for everyone else. So why wouldn't you use Girardi then? If it's the similar effect, only that it only affects you instead of everyone on your team, including yourself. It's like, me and everyone can be rich, or just I can be rich. Why would you ever just choose yourself? Well, then again, I don't work at Wall Street or any major place that makes a ton of money. But anyway, here is the most interesting part here. Let's see. Can you see this? Is this too small? I'm not sure how to change the let's see, view, zoom. I don't know. Fuck it. All right. Basically, the Cleaner Carbine with the mini crit has a DPS on 118. That is close range, and 81 far away. And the regular SMG has higher damage per second close range and 1 less damage far away. 1! This is regular. This is mini crit. I don't understand. Like, I don't. It's like the shortstop. It's like, why? What? How? Ugh. But you do get mini crit for 8 seconds on your gun. And your weapon like all flashy, which means you attract more attention. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but this thing has a silencer on it. Why would something with a silencer light up like this? It doesn't really fit, and I think the weapon stats are wrong. That's what I think. Thankfully, I have a show coming up as soon as I get all the equipment I need, where we'll be talking about community rebalancing a lot of weapons so they're actually good and interesting in a lot of ways, so we don't end up with weapons like this one, as well as the shortstop, among other items in the game, which are just doesn't make any sense for the game whatsoever. So with that, we're going to take a look at the replays and see how you actually play with this thing. Now, before, you could actually go on kind of small sprees with this thing because you got crit, and it was actually pretty good. Given that you got the kill, because this thing has pretty low damage per second compared to the regular SMG. And doesn't really add up for Girardi in any way. But we will see. We will see about that. So, first to start us off is Mr. It's either this guy or this guy. It's probably... It's Bufferdy Spicy. Birthday Spicy, yes. He's going to be showing us the intro of how this item works in the game. So he's going to be playing on Dust Bowl on the red team, which is the best team on this map, and he's going to be using the Thief pre-order bow, which looks pretty sweet. Exactly the same as the Huntsman. There's the Cleaner's Carbine. Of course, it is a secondary weapon, so you should use it as a secondary weapon, not as a primary, and that's where a lot of mistakes. And, oh, Game Sense, seeing the sticky trap. Lands a shot on Delman, brings it out. He's going to go with the Bushwhacker. Oh, yeah. Uber Bushwhacker from Cleaner's Carbine Sniper is pretty good. Except Uber is over, and that was it. But that was the introduction. You could use it for the Bushwhacker. I think that was the only replay where we ever used the Bushwhacker because, you know, you take more fire damage. And with the Cleaner's Carbine, you will be in more close combat with Pyro, so it's not really advisable. But here, it worked. And now he's going to have to retreat back. And also, here makes sense to have the Huntsman because it's a narrow, small choke area. Easy to hit targets and harder for them to escape the arrows, so makes sense to run the Huntsman here. I don't disagree with this thing. Kills an invisible spy that was right in front of him. Yes, and then lands a headshot on a Pyro. Sniper makes a taunt. He's in the back. One thing that also is pretty not cool with this item is that you don't get anything for an assist at all. So now we're going to move on to Gozizan, who had a pretty good example on how not to use this item. How not to use this item. So he's going to be using the Machina. I tried a bunch of different main rifles and unlocks, and figured the standard rifle is pretty much the best thing with this Cleaner Carbine. But Machina works as well. Going to be shooting, getting the mini-crits, and then you just keep shooting. And keep in mind, at this point in time, this thing has slightly more far away and slightly less damage per second than the SMG does. However, the SMG has a larger clip, but shoots faster. So, it kind of just use, I don't know, who can shoot the longest, who can keep firing the most, but yeah, given the fact that you just got a kill and you're going to continue this spree, a lot of people do this. And then this happens, you just fucking die without really killing anyone, because it's like similar to the SMG, and the SMG, as you know, doesn't really kill that quickly. So there's another example of how most Cleaner Carbine usage usually goes. So this is me. It's going to be a lot of me this game because I actually found a new server that, like, Team GHQ, the German headquarters, is actually a pretty damn good server. People there are nice and they're funny and they're not just the usual Scandinavian-ish competitive angry people that just says everything is AIDS and diseases and autisms and all that stuff. They're actually genuinely funny people. They actually, you know, crack me up, which has been a while because I've really been trying to find good servers ever since Rocket Blast kind of died a while back. But Germans, you know, in general, I like Germans. Germans are cool, so if you have any Germans watching, that's cool as well. So yeah, gonna be using the Heatmaker, Heatmaker, which is also one of those weapons that doesn't really make that much sense, because it's like a silenced weapon, then you gain focus, and then the enemy will always know where you are, which doesn't make any sense, like at all. But we do get the kill on the medic, and we haven't really done anything with the Cleaner's Carbine yet, but here we activate the focus, and before we had the lasers from the Cleaner's Carbine. Focus doesn't do anything with the Cleaner's Carbine, in fact. It would be nice if they correlated together, but with this one you can actually unscope as soon as you shoot and keep running. So we get the sniper kill, and once again we try the just shoot with this thing. Trying to chase down the scout, get him, and then go on a further spree just using this for all it's worth, and it does the same amount of damage as the damage per second as the SMG, and it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. So, yeah. There we go. So that was how usually it goes. And here is another known phenomenon. However, this has a couple of uses that are interesting, that is better than the SMG, but not the Girardi. You know, like all the weapons in the game should be like, man, I should really use weapon X now because of event Y. Which is a problem a lot of classes have because they don't really have any good unlocks, such as the heavy. Like, this is not about the Natasha, but the Natasha, like, when does you, as a heavy, ever sit down and go, huh, if I don't equip the Natasha, my team's gonna lose? Has anyone ever said that? Ever? No. They never have. When have people ever sat down and be like, I should use the Hulung heater? Well, it's because if they get stabbed by spies a lot, they're like, yeah, because fire is good against spies. And then the spies have to be more careful around me. And it's kind of a bit of more protection. Yeah. And if you use the brass beast, it's kind of like, I want to be a sentry. You know? But Cleaner's Carbine, shortstop, all suffers from like, yeah, I'm gonna use this one because I have it. Not because it is the response to anything. So we're not playing on well, which is an old map. Gates are about to open.
3, 2, 1.
We are ready for action. Soldier jumping. Kill him. He's down. Watching a scout. Checking for more jumpers. Looking out for those damn jumpers. Can swoop down at any time. Getting a shot on the scout. Missing. Those tiny, tiny heads. Hard to click. Eventually takes him out. Alright. Now on the point. Gonna cap that. Capture time is important. Get the point. We gotta move up. Going to be moving. Lighting headshots left and right. Checking for counter snipes. Taking out a scout. Haven't really used the Cleaner's Carbine yet because nobody's really been close to us in that matter. And help take out this annoying little mini sentry. Healing heater heavy with a sandwich chaser. That's what I call that, because you chase the sandwich constantly. We take him out. Another scout. He's close. Cleaner's Carbine time, and he dies, and we got the assist, but we got nothing. There we go. And we're still just hanging around, waiting for a team to go together, kick some ass. Scout's down the water, gotta chase him. And oh yeah, getting the crits. There's a pyro underwater. Pyro with flamethrower and flare gun underwater is one of the least threatening things ever. It's about as threatening as a fish with a sword that's out of water. And we get the crits and we die. It's like a fish coming out of the water with the sword is like, he jumps at you with the sword and you're like, ah, and then you take a step back and then he just lands there and he's like, with the sword. It tries to like stab you. And then he runs out of, like he can't breathe on water. And then he just dies. And then you give it to some Japanese people and then you get sushi. So let's see how this weapon works as a spy indicator, because if you shoot at a dead ringer spy and the spy doesn't die, you don't get the crits, right? So we're gonna see how, you know, using this weapon to track spies, basically, if it's any good to that. So that's why I've been using the shiv as well, because so you hit them and then they bleed and then you just follow the blood trail. So there you go. Team's taking a pounding. It's an uphill battle. Gonna stay in the back, you know, as a sniper, generally keeping your basics. Stand in the back, have teammates in front of you, try to hit, take out key targets as best you can. And when the opportunity seizes, you go up and you quick scope and you shoot, you kill, and you attack with the rest of your team. So we have a spy on the side there. Spy behind us. Ah, very suspicious behavior. And we're using the SMG, Cleaner Carbine, and he dies, and we have now a confirmed kill here. Because this weapon is lighting up, and it also applies to this thing. We're gonna go and attack this demo man, and we forget that this thing doesn't actually do more damage than the SMG, and we just fucking die. Because if the demo man has a medic healing him, you can't kill him because your DPS is too low. Yes. So let's take a look at further spy chasing business using this thing, because it's quite... It saves you the trouble of pressing tab and keeping track of how many kills you have, and assists depending on how the spy dies. So now on Thunder Mountain, my favorite map. It's not because it's long or anything. And we're just in the blind zone here. People haven't really seen us. We tried to do the quick scopes, but they're getting heals and stuff like that. And can't go. Oh, it's a spy! Spy! And shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, he dead ringered. We know he's still around, so we know that. Haven't killed him. There's a demo man. Gonna go down and you're gonna hit you with the thing. Even though he died, we know that the spy was still alive, so. I mean, you knew he wasn't there, but then you died. You couldn't use that knowledge to anything. So let's take a look at a bit more non-spy chasing example, still on Thunder Mountain. And we're going to be examining and see how this weapon plays into the defense things. So we're going to be defending. We moved slightly further back, taking out a demo with a nice little scope there, and landing headshots with this thing. Missing the sniper, having sniper battles. I have overhealed, so I can afford to be a bit more careless. I don't jump cancel out of scope because I'm not a faggot. I want people to be able to counter-snipe me after I shoot and miss and punish me for playing badly. But not everyone agrees on that point. Because they just want to win. I mean, if you always want to win, just take a post-it note, type it, write "you win," and just keep it on your monitor screen and just turn your PC off. And whenever you feel like playing TF2, you just go at your monitor and you look, it says like "you win" or "I win" or whatever. It's like, I won. I didn't even have to play. I just looked at the monitor and it said I won. Yay. Go me. So we got a couple of kills here. Not enough to build up the focus. We can't even see the focus because this is a replay. Sniper is not moving, the most unpredictable being known to man. Finally equipping this, and we can see we can actually unscope pretty quickly. This is just right-click here, taking out the medic as well. Works a lot better than jumping because you retain a lot more movement, and you don't have an arc. Shit like that. Take out the other sniper eventually. And we're in pretty good shape. It looks like that was most of the enemy attack for now. We'll move out and actually miss a scout completely because welcome to Team Fortress 2 where the points are made up and hit detection doesn't matter. So there we go, it just backed up slightly here and we're gonna go down here and we're just gonna go... Alright! So here's I'm gonna keep my mouse here, right? And boosh! Yeah, I shot here and... You know, see, I didn't even move my mouse to where his head was. So you can't be like, well, you know, that was like the interp of like the source TV lagging behind because, you know, this is a replay and it uses like same technology as like, you know, replays and stuff like that, like source TV and stuff. So that's why it looks like this, man. You totally hit the head. It's just like, because hit registration, yo, point spin up, hit detection doesn't matter, bro. That's usually how it is. I'm not sure anyone talks like that in the community at all. I don't think anyone is that smug. Except me. Maybe. So we're still holding, and we get a super jump back from the demo man. Surfing. We're still alive. And we're gonna fall back into spawn and shoot while we do so, because maybe we hit an invisible spy. So we can run back to spawn, and we're back. Back in business. Ready for action. There's a soldier! Oh! Run away and no scope body shot as you retreat. This is the safest approach. Soldier doesn't really do anything. We're low on health because we had a little adventure with the soldiers. We're gonna run back here and the replay's about to end. And oh! We are about to have an epic finale here where defensive things, whatever, where you just have to get down there. Even though if you're a sniper, you just have to get down there. So we're going out with the SMG. We activate things. There's a demo man here and we shoot him and we defend. Still using this thing, it does the same amount of damage as the SMG. Could have just used the SMG instead of this thing. And we died to a scout that kills us in the flank. Which is fine. That's how it goes. So let's move on to Gully Watch. Hopefully you're starting to get a bit of like an idea of like the main issue with this weapon. It's not on Gully Watch. I had a super good replay showcasing so much good stuff, but I accidentally managed to delete it because it was next to one of Gozazon's bad replays that I didn't use. Well, not in bad, but they didn't showcase anything that wasn't already showcased in a better way. So I'm going to blame it on him. Or well, maybe I'm just going to blame it on myself because I'm really quick at deleting replays that are not fulfilling the quota of what I want to display. So we're now on a gully wash here, still on the Team HQ server, which is pretty good in my opinion. Not too many troubles there. Like I said before. And, oh yes! Quick scope! Demo man. Demo man is weak, we know this. Go in and yes! Get the crits! And now go back to using the gun. And I think like this is the main thing with this gun is use it for finishing off to get mini crits on your rifle. So you can do kind of like Girardi stuff from far away is what I guess is like the idea with the weapon. But other than that, it's not really like why would you ever run this? So I decided to try, you know what? I'm gonna try the Huntsman strategy that we saw in the first replay because that was such a good strat. I want to try it myself. Here on Well, capture the flag, one of my favorite maps. Why, like, why can't Valve remove maps that nobody really, like, from, like, let's say you have an official rotation, right? That's default. Why can't they remove the servers? The maps that are old and terrible, like Capture the Flag. Well, it's like Capture the Flag in general is a game mode that doesn't really fit Team Fortress 2, like at all. And once again, if you swap weapons too much, yeah, it can't really kill us. But I say we're just gonna chase the spy with our equipment, and we hit him and got him, and we're dead. We got him. So that was chasing the spy. So let's see how this weapon... How does this weapon deal when you're working on the flank as a sniper? So, we will see here that we are moving up with the rest of our team, yes. Yes, we're here. In position and ready to kick ass. We have people running past on the sides here. If you look at team composition, not too bad. Could have done with a heavy or two on either team, but... guess they're thinking heavy is an OP class and you don't really have to do anything. And, oop, shoot him in the butt. Butt shot. You are dead, son. Delman jumping with the cable. No! SMG, SMG, SMG. Yes, got the SMG. And gets saved by Pyro Friend. Saves us. Using it on the medic, killing him as well. And now we're going to go on the flank. Scout, yeah, we hit him once. And I'm going to be using this in case I'm afraid. This is an important moment in time where you as a sniper just take your time because there's no way in hell this guy here knows that I'm here. So I shoot him and I miss and I'm like, alright, just gonna take my time and load the shot and shoot him in the leg. Yeah, there we go. Leg shot, he's dead. He's like, oh my god, fucking dude, he body shotted me. It's like, well, I only saw your leg, okay? I'm not... TF2 doesn't have wanted bullets left where you can, like, if you shoot down, you go, like, you shoot, and as the bullet's going out, you just lift your weapon up, and then the bullet goes like this. Then maybe headshots, maybe. But as of right now, no. So you also quick scope the Darwin Dangerfield sniper. He doesn't know what's up, and then he runs back, and he dies to a rocket. Scout tries to pressure us, but we know better than that. Gonna try and shoot dodging medics, and then there's a scout! There's two of us. It's just so, Twitch is having some problems, but that doesn't mean we can't continue, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Scout comes in. This is where he stopped last time. Soldier comes in as well, and we're dead. Yeah, so, can kind of work on the flank, sometimes. Not always. So let's look at another version where we take it through a teleporter! So there's a scout asshole, and we just boop, 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 and he's down. Alright, quickly, take the teleporter! Yes, we come through with the mini crits. And we see a demo man, and we shoot him, get the mini crit, 68 damage, taking him down. Taking him down. And the soldier taking our time, yes, landing a headshot. Things are good. And taking out a scout for good measure. And there comes Pyro. And yes!
Predictable!
And we just wait here and then nobody comes and we're just gonna peek around. A soldier! Oh my god, I'm dead!
Alert. The control point is being captured.
And he died in one rocket, I think. Which shouldn't really happen, but it happened nonetheless. So there we go, we're gonna go on to the next one. Where we showcase on a 5 CP map. It's gonna be on Granary as a sniper. And it's gonna be doing, we're gonna be doing fairly well, so we're just gonna go. Okay, so we're in battle. in the battle. Attacking, and people are opting not to attack, even though we should. People are on the point. Heavy is busy being out of focus. There we go. Oh. Yeah, he was up there. Anyway, trying to take out scouts. These guys are hard to hit really fast. Scout here. Yes, getting the mini crits and landing a body shot. Landing another, I think.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
There we go, taking out a soldier. Continuing the chain. Does the same amount of damage as the SMG. It's just that he looks fancy, and I mean, the pan is superior in a lot of ways. So with that, we're gonna go towards the end. We're gonna watch Gozizan just on some generic Badwater defense and see if this thing really adds up to anything at all. Ever. Still on the Machina. I guess you could argue if you do a fully charged body shot with the mini crits, it's gonna be a lot more. And that is a 1, 2. I'm sure there was a medic here as well, wasn't there? Yeah. The medic got shot so hard. Oh, well, there he is. Let's see that again. That was pretty cool. I think that was why he submitted it, getting a triple kill. Not always in the replays you are known to actually see those. Or hear the sound, rather, but it's pretty sweet. Come on, man. Alright. Get in position. Shit, look out for that sniper. Yeah. Taking him out. And then having a bit of a laugh. Getting shot at. Soldier comes. Ah yes, activating the mini crits. Then using the rifle, which is probably the best choice for this weapon. You just enable the body shots of your regular rifle to do more damage. But if you're gonna go for body shots, you might as well go for the Sydney Sleeper or Girardi combination. So it's like kind of redundant in a way. Out the dome, man. Stuff like that. And he dies. Whoop-de-doo. Wahoo. Dead. So with that, we're going to look at the last replay. And we're just going to end it there.
Hey, help me.
This is going to be on... Well. We're going to be using the Huntsman. Alright. Yeah. Also, when using the Huntsman, don't fucking flick through weapons like I do. It's stupid, don't do it. Just run with the Huntsman constantly. No need to switch around. Hitting a scout, pinning into the wall. Feels good. Trying to shoot people at this angle, it's pretty hard. And there's a spy, he tries to escape, but we're gonna chase him down. And scout actually chases him down for us. Works pretty good. There we go. The end.